How is everyone doing today? It is January 29th of 2022. We got two more of our seed orders in the mail. For the last few years now, probably about 3 years, we haven't been ordering very many seeds. There's been a couple of seed places we've went to, but we've kind of went away from ordering seeds from major sources. We've went back to it this year, so we decided to go with about 4 or 5 different places this year. So far, we've already shopped seeds at Mary's Heirlooms. We shopped seeds, what was the other one? Southern Exposure Seed Exchange. And these two orders come from Baker Creek and Victory Seeds. I want to show you guys both these orders. I'll provide the link to Baker Creek's website for seeds in the description box, and I'll also provide the link for Victory Seeds. I'm not necessarily ever trying to shout out or promote anything as much, but just kind of trying to show everybody the seeds that we get and where we order from and why we've ordered from them and why, you know, kind of what we're doing or sort of planning for the yard. We don't really make a plan. We just try to plant as many unique things as we can. We give lots of plants away and share lots of seeds out and everything else like that. So it's just kind of building the interest and building the intrigue. We've kind of skipped out on Baker's Creek for the past several years. I don't want to sound criticizing of them too much, but it seems like their prices are kind of in the higher area, even though they have some of the most unique and rare seeds you can find. It's still a little bit rough when you're looking at the high price tag, especially since, you know, the past couple of years, those price tags have really just escalated on everything. Buying gardening stuff, we've noticed everything's up several dollars, and that's just from last year, which was up from the year before. So it can be getting kind of expensive to buy seeds. Victory Seeds is about the same way. They have a little bit better prices than Baker's Creek, but I'll provide the link in both the description, both places in the description, and I want to show you guys the orders we got and why we got them. So the first one I want to show everybody is going to be, I'll show everybody the Baker's Creek order first. We got quite a bit from them. We don't order from them in the past few years, like I was saying. Victory Seeds we have ordered from several times over the several years, and I'll show you why. But this is what we got from Baker's Creek. We got the Dragon's Egg cucumber, which is either the exact same thing as a crystal apple almost, or it's really similar. But from what I understand, the Dragon's Egg, with its similarity to the crystal apple, it's a smaller plant and smaller cucumbers that come on it. I really liked the crystal apple last year, so I'm going to go ahead and try the Dragon's Egg cucumber. We have grown this in the past, but we only got one little cucumber from it. It tasted like the crystal apple, a really smooth, low bitterness sweet cucumber. The sweet cucumbers, the shell on them, you can eat that too. You don't need to worry about like peeling them like you do with some of the other cucumber types. We got two kinds of beans. We got the Cherokee Trail of Tears beans and the 1500-year-old cave bean. And I think this one might be also known as the Anasazi. But 15-year-old bean that was found in a cave, and so it's a really unique. One of the things that we like to garden for the most is to see unique things and to try them out. So some of the things is name. We like the name. We're suckers for good, cool names on plants. Color, history, you know, just all those things behind it. The more of those we can lump into something we're trying to grow, the more exciting and intriguing for us it is each year to keep compelling us out to the yard. So 1500-year-old cave bean and the Cherokee Trail of Tears beans. We got this, I don't know how to pronounce, Sart Rolois, but doesn't that tomato look cool? Look at the yellow, the dark shoulders. I think this year Angel might be leaning a little more towards the tried and true varieties of peppers and tomatoes, and I'm gonna lean towards Chaos and just go completely unique. Never grown this type, don't really know much about it. I got about another 4 or 5 cool varieties of tomato that I've never tried, and that might be replacing the ones that we've done for several years in a row. We got the Jigsaw Pepper, a smaller ornamental type pepper that I'll be planting pretty soon, probably putting some of those into some soil to get those started. The small pepper, the variegated leaves, they have white, purple, and green on them. Seen several people grow these, seem really interesting and cool, and want to try them out myself. We got lemongrass. Kiddo wanted to grow some more catgrass style something for the cats to play with and stuff like that. This is something that'll be a fun little project we'll do in a little pot for him, and then the cats can kind of chew at it, or we can end up using it and eating it and stuff. But lemongrass, this is a winged bean, and we just thought that that was really unique and cool. This one might be a little bit harder for us to grow in our area, a little more temperamental. It comes from a more tropical-ish environment, but it's a Eurasian Japanese winged bean. So look at that bean. And I guess from what I understand, you eat them just like you would a bean with the shell on it, like a green bean or something. This one is one that we've never grown, but we shared seeds out with recently. It's called the Ananas Noor. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but Ananas Noor, and it's also referred to as a black pineapple tomato. Midwest grew this one. The color is just way too cool. The flavor, I'm hoping, is matches. It looked like a really productive pepper. Just, it looks cool. Blot pepper. So I'm going to go ahead and give that one a try. It's a rainbow colored pepper from Russia. And then they gave us free seeds, and this is Uzbek golden carrots. So I thought that that was something really, really cool. We'll probably start those as a project for Kiddo. We got tons of various color carrot seeds. Maybe we'll just mix them all into one chaotic bunch and just see what we grow and see if we can identify them as they come out. So Uzbek golden carrot is the free one. Blot pepper, Ananas Noor tomato, winged bean, lemongrass, jigsaw pepper, Sart Rollois tomato, 1500-year-old cave bean, Cherokee Trail of Tears bean, and then the dragon egg cucumber. And like I'm saying, Baker's Creek's a little bit more expensive, but they have a really ton of unique, and so we figured if we were going to go all in, we were going to get some really unique stuff from them guys, and really excited about it. So I'll provide the link to their seed site in the description box. I think everybody knows who these guys are. The second one, I haven't even opened this one all the way, but I know exactly what's in it. Kind of keep that address bar on the other side. Okay, there is something we got really interested in a few years ago, and it was a place called the Dwarf Tomato Project. And what they do is they try to take heirlooms and strong varieties, smaller varieties, and they try to cross those types in order to make a tomato plant that is a little more determinate and will grow in containers really well. So the plant will be productive. It won't get too big and out of hand. It might help with balcony gardeners or people with small space. We grew some of them. We're really happy with what we had grown, and so we have started doing it every year. When you go to the Dwarf Tomato Project site, they have a couple places here in the U.S. that they that have dwarf seeds, and I've also noticed lots of other websites this year have dwarf tomato seeds available. So this isn't the only place, but this is one of the main places as far as the U.S. goes for getting these dwarf tomato seeds. The plants can get anywhere between 2 and 6 foot tall, but they usually don't get any bigger than that and produce a ton. And like some of them, for example, like a cross between a black crim and a carbon, kind of created one called the Purple Heart, which has an excellent purple flavor tomato. They usually grow them out for several years, so in order to get an established variety of seed that you'll know will be true to type each time, you have to kind of have like 6 or 7 generations of regrowing that cross until you get the, until it stabilizes and gets the same thing. So these are stabilized seeds as well. So just really cool. We grew 7 different types last year and got 6 of them to production. So we ordered 5 more dwarf tomato types, and I'll provide the link down in the description below. If you're looking for the dwarf varieties that they offer, I would just go to the tomato section, and then you go to, it'll say the Dwarf Tomato Project on there. Click on that and it'll show you all the ones that are smaller. But we got the Rosella Purple. We tried to get this one because it has some similarities shared with the Cherokee Purple, but the Rosella Purple was out of seeds last year, so we couldn't get this one even though it was a contender to try to make it to our yard. So this is a dwarf tomato plant. This is the Dwarf Golden Heart. We did a review on one called the Dwarf Lemon Ice last year and the year before, and it has a little bit of a tart flavor. And then somebody from the Dwarf Tomato Project actually commented on that video and let me know that the Dwarf Golden Heart was just a sweeter version of that Dwarf Lemon Ice. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Golden Heart a try. The Dwarf Barossa Moon. This has just looked like a cool one, but I never really picked it up. It's smaller tomatoes on this one, but they're really almost translucent or clear yellow. But looked like a really cool type. The Banana Toes one is almost like a, what do you call that, a saucing type?
Paste tomato.
A paste tomato. Really a bright orange. Heard a lot of good things about the flavor and stuff on this, so it's called the Banana Toes. And the Dwarf Mocha's Cherry. And I don't remember much about this one other than the plant's a little bit smaller. 18 to 20 inch tall plants is what it says on it. Compact. Regular leaf. But it looked like a really cool looking tomato, so that was one that's going to make it too. So we're going to grow 7 dwarf types this year. We're going to grow these 5. We're going to grow the Purple Heart, which is our current favorite from the Dwarf Tomato Project, is the Dwarf Purple Heart. And then we are also going to grow the one we didn't get to production last year, which would be one called the Emerald Giant. So there's a dwarf one called the Emerald Giant too, which is a big green tomato that just really didn't get a fair shot last year. We grew 7 types last year, got 6 of them to production. The Purple Heart was in there, and the Emerald Giant. So our favorite, the Purple Heart, will be on there from our own saved seeds. The Emerald Giant will be there, and then these 5 right here. And so we'll have 7 dwarfs. And so 7 dwarf tomatoes. This is Victory Seeds. This is my favorite place to go for these dwarf type tomatoes, and that's why I specifically went there. A lot of really unique types. If I had any criticism on it, I would say that there's starting to be too many dwarf types. As they expand, more and more people are participating and stuff like that. I kind of feel when I go to the site, I'm a little bit overwhelmed. So I'm going to the few that I've seen there the past couple years that I may have picked up from the year before. But the Victory Seeds, decent price, lots and lots of seeds besides these dwarf seeds. A really good place to shop seeds if anybody's still looking. And then we also have Baker's Creek, so I'll provide links to both those down in the description. We love seed videos, you guys. We love seed planting videos. We love transplanting videos. We love videos about all sorts of things that may interest you guys. So if you guys are getting these seed hauls in right about now or pretty soon and stuff like that, I'd advise, like, you know what I mean, it's really cool to sit down with everyone and kind of share these ideas. I'm so excited about this stuff. One of our themes of our yard is we're just going to try to do like we always do, plant as many unique varieties as possible, but we're going to try to push it super unique. We try to grow every year as if it was our last. I want to do better this year than I did last year. I don't really have a lot of plan or a strategy behind it. It's just kind of put itself together over and over again, and I'm just going to kind of follow the rhythm or the same signal that I'm getting out there for what works and what doesn't. So we're going to do the dragon tongue beans again for sure. That's our favorite bean right now. Lots and lots of cool stuff. So Baker's Creek and Victory Seeds, and I'll provide the links down in the description. It is January 29th of 2022, and we love you guys, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Psst. Hey guys, you want some seeds? I'll tell you where to get some good seeds. Got the Primo Baker here. these are quality. It says quality on it. First one's free, but the next is going to cost you